The fallout continues over the anonymous New York Times op-ed. It was written by a senior White House official who claims to be part of a silent resistance to President Trump. Meantime, Trump was in Montana last night at a rally, and he called on the paper to reveal the author's name.
The latest act of resistance is the op-ed published in the failing New York Times by an anonymous, really an anonymous, gutless coward. But for the sake of our national security, the New York Times should publish his name at once.
And now advisors to the president are reportedly suggesting that he use lie detector tests to help determine who wrote it. Which got us talking earlier. If we came into work one day and our boss, Bo, said to you, I want you to take a lie detector test because he didn't believe something you said, what would you say to that?
Well, as someone who tries to be honest at work about everything, I would submit to it. That's me personally, because I should have nothing to hide. I can understand why some people would be uncomfortable with that, but when it comes to relations between an employer and employee, I believe truth is necessary. And in this particular case, you know, not to take it back to Trump, but I mean, the Obama White House was very big on getting rid of leaks. They had something called the Insider Threat Program, so there's nothing new about this. But I think in this particular case, they got to get to the bottom of who did this.
Well, there is actually something called the Employee Polygraph Protection Act of 1988. So if you are an employee, you're not part of the federal government, you do have rights. You have to be told 48 hours beforehand. You have to be a reasonable suspicion that you've actually done something wrong. You can stop the test at any time. You can bring a lawyer in. None of this applies to the federal government, so they are allowed to do this. However, in 1985, Reagan tried to lie detector test or polygraph the Secretary of State, George P. Shultz. He said, I will resign before so, and the whole department said so would they. In my opinion, if he does this and one person says, I'm not going to do this because of my freedom of speech or because I don't feel I need to, a whole group is going to go down in a bloody resignation. That's what I think will happen.
Wow. Erica?
Well, I wouldn't take a polygraph for what? Y'all better show me that a lot of people before me took the same polygraph for the same damn reason.
And they're not admissible in court, which is why then the strategizing is why use it to make it a fireable offense.
Do you all think, just as a total question to the panel here, that this person, whoever wrote it, if they are indeed in the position that they're in, should stay where they are and keep in this silent resistance, or they should come forward and be given a job at CNN?
I personally think we're talking a lot more and going deeper as that person remains anonymous than it had just been a resignation. This is the second day we're discussing it. We're going to continue. I think it was a smart move.